Oh, oh man, tonight is a good Thursday night. We are at Talladega. Yes, I am talking. He's not talking because he's quiet. He's a little shy
No,
tonight.
you started talking, so I just let you do it.
Yeah, you're a little shy tonight. Don't lie. All right. So tonight is gonna be okay. So it's gonna be. Oh my God! I just paused my own stream. Tonight is gonna be White Line Cup Series. We are running Talladega. So tonight is it's gonna be a. I don't know what the word be called. I would say it'd be long. Strategic maybe is the word I would say. You got to be strategic with the fuel saving, especially. But I think a caution or two will shake up things, especially during this race. I think we'll have a caution during stage one and two. I think that will. I think stage three will be maybe we have a caution in stage three, not stage one and two, because the fuel will spread out. Maybe that would be my thinking. Because you're gonna be aggressive in the.
Potentially, but I usually, from what we see on super speedways, our cautions tend to happen around the pit cycle.
Yes, that happens a
So
lot.
should be later in the stage, which would set us up for green white checkers. But either way, I feel like just gonna get our typical super speedway races. I don't think we're gonna see anything special, especially for the stages, because with it being Talladega, it's also the first race of the second round, round of 12. So
Yep.
everyone is on a new point set, which I can actually pull up right now.
Get
Yeah,
the
as
points.
we've gone into the next round, Romeo has gone back to the top, which I think he was
Heading in.
exiting the last
What's he?
race.
Let
So
me check.
I want to say he was exiting that round at the top, but either way, he's up there now, above T Stone.
Frodo as well.
Proto sits third,
Third.
tied with Llamas. Dre sits fifth. Trouthead sits sixth.
Mm-hmm.
McNeil at seventh, and then on the line you have Comical
Comical.
Sphinx,
Dirtiest cat below
Dirtiest
that
Cat, the
line.
first one under, Ghost Tech, Banksy, and
Banksy.
Go Dogs
Go
the
Dogs.
tail.
Who had a tie with
Also, Didi
most
got pole, Romeo second.
most notably, I think it was Splash and Go Dogs were tied on points entering the
Oh
round of
yes,
12, and a tiebreaker between the finish at Vegas and Splash's best finish at last week's race. The tiebreaker went to Go Dog, so that's why he advanced to the round of 12. So congrats to him. Hopefully, he can run well tonight and potentially lock himself into the next round as well. It'd be what would you compare if Go Dogs wins tonight? What driver could we compare him to, like to make the round of four or the round of eight or round of six?
it's going from the 12 to 8.
Yes. Who would you compare if Go Dogs won tonight and advances? It'd be like a Cinderella story. Forgot what driver.
I I believe if he's able to do that, this would be his best chance.
Mm-hmm.
Not to rag on him, but you saw he had one good race at Vegas, which is what wound up saving him because he did not have a good race at
Tech.
Darlington at
Yes.
all.
At all.
So, wait, did they just say they're waiting on Ghost Tech? Sorry, distracted in the chats, but
What?
I
What the frick?
either way,
Bruh.
but we saw he didn't have the best of a round, even though he did advance. It was
Mhm.
just due to the fact of one of those drivers that was close to the line lagged out, and the other one also did not have a good night. So it's an uphill battle for him, considering he is the tail of the points currently. As I said, he sits on 12th, 9 points behind Comical, so it's not a big margin. It's
Yes.
still early. He can shorten that to start the first race. He just has to race those people above him, but if he can't, then that gap will extend and he will be in trouble.
Definitely. And the main thing tonight is don't ruin your race by being over aggressive. This is the type of track you want to be in the draft by the end of it. If you screw yourself over, you will not have a fun night. It is definitely a track that mistakes will cost you. I personally, it's a up and down track for me personally, but overall, I mean, it's a fun track. At majority of the time, you usually have fun, and then there's times where it sucks. Now I can go over the race breakdown for us tonight. I brought that down, got it set up right before the race too. I watched my Odeo Next footage for this. So stage one is going to be 29 laps. Fuel run camo, you said it earlier, it's 17 to 23.
Hmm. That is what
So
we're going to be looking at for that.
yep, that is our fuel projection. It's not going to be totally accurate depending on the drivers, but that is a relative amount to paired. And then 29 for stage one. Stage two is going to be 27, and then stage three is going to be 32. So if they fully save it, Camo, do you think they do one stop on stage number three for some of these guys? I think
Well,
it should be one stop
to
in
be
general.
fair, it is already a
Yes.
one stop
Yes, my bad.
because the
Yes.
minimum fuel window does peak into where you need
Yes,
to be,
17 to 17. My bad.
but sure that happens. But if you are the one leading the entirety of stage three, you are going to be massively behind everybody else. Because as the leader, you do lose one lap of fuel because our counter shows 19, but the fuel range for the leader starts at 17, and it then can be stretched to 23, maybe 24.
Yep.
So, do you manage being the leader or being among the leaders?
I mean, how long do you want to stretch it? That's a genuine question. Do you think a caution is going to come out? Do you stretch it past 17, or do you pit on exactly on 17? Go as sure as you can, because you know you can push it a little bit, because you know you're going to make it good on fuel, no matter what. That's just my opinion. How much do you want to push? How much do you not? I think it's a preference for this final stage, in my opinion.
Yeah. Most people in super speedways like move somewhere, go do something, like make a move for the lead. Then you got the others that just want to ride it out, let the laps go by because you're not really gonna gain anything if everybody's in the same
That's how I
area.
am. That's how I am. I like being patient.
Yeah,
I like
I
being
am
patient.
adamant about get inside the fuel window, then race because once you're inside the fuel window, you can't be knocked out of contention unless, of course, you wreck. But like pitting early and off sequence, you can't do that if you're in the window. So just ride, get to it, then battle it out and do what you need to do to make moves, get in position to get it if you do have to pit during that window. It's
Gotcha.
it's a big thing that a lot of people don't do, and it does frustrate others. And even then, the people that get frustrated about it don't even do it themselves. So,
Yep. Like I plan about it, and then when someone makes a move, they don't go with them. It happens a lot, really.
all right, and our timer is going down. They are about 10 seconds. Just going to wait on the invite and for the in card to switch over, and we are good to join.
Good
Perfect
to
timing
know. Good
because
to
I do
hear.
have ad runnings with a minute 30 left.
I'm just
Those
running
that you cannot
Kansas.
see.
I got my invite.
And take.
Yes, sir. I was running Kansas because I got so bored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didi and Romeo at the start for the front row.
Starting third is going to be
Looks like
Banksy
Banksy and
and
Llamas
Ramos.
second row.
Fifth is going to be
Llamas pushing
McNeil.
Romeo.
Falls Gold starts sixth. Seventh is going to be, I'll go over the order. Pure Splash. Starting eighth is going to be Hidden Truth. Starting ninth is going to be Dirtiest Cat. And surrounding out your top 10 is Mets. So Mets, don't disappoint us. Don't be a disappointment. I will shun you for that. Just
Also,
remember,
keep in
Mets.
mind, the first race of last round was won by a part-time driver. I believe that was being Didi.
Yes.
We could very well see that again tonight,
Yes, DB is
especially with
running.
Didi being up on the front. So we'll see how that plays spoiler as we get going.
Yep, they're
A
underway.
good spread by Didi already gets out in front of the 22,
Romeo
and he
gets right
gets
behind
down
him.
in line.
I was gonna say they don't have the same rules as ODRO, I'm pretty sure, with the pushing rules.
Yeah,
So
no graboid package for this league.
expect a bottom feeder track. In ODRO, it's a top feeder track where mistakes happen. This is gonna be a bottom feeder track. So expect moves to be very late in the stages. I don't expect a lot of people to make a lot of moves very early on.
Alright, welcome in, guys. Hello, Georgia. Welcome in, Cowboy. We are so far having a good night. Hopefully we don't have a caution fest to ruin it.
Yep, as agreed. I am having a good night so far. I was playing a little bit of Apex. I'm not even capped, dude. It's pretty fun. Got into it for the first time tonight. I was playing a revival mode, Loki.
God, you're such a Gen Z.
Okay. What's wrong with playing a game? You play Destiny. They're making a move.
Moving on to the first lap. DD blocks that high side, leaves Romeo down on the inside. Stop the run from the 41. Now the 22 has it down on the bottom.
Here comes the back half of the pack.
3 cars down there.
Yeah, they're really separated. This is surprising to me. I didn't think they would go to the top immediately.
DD actually caught the wall right there, so that's going to keep momentum on the bottom lane.
That is Romeo on the bottom lane.
As now they have more cars.
Yep. The bottom lane has Romeo, Hidden Truth, the 99 of Llamas. You see the 17 of Pure Splash. Also back there is DD. Oh, someone got loose back there. Was that the 21? Oh no, that was Comical. He got very loose. You saw that back there. Got a little squirrely.
Gold already off the pack. First one, I believe.
Yeah, I think he is the first one.
He was eliminated last week, so he's not in for points.
There's Mr. Metz. I'm gonna call you Mr. because you called me during the podcast. Mr. Big Boy Metz.
42.
You better run well tonight, or we're shunning you in the podcast next week. Promise you will hear it from me.
Ooh,
you will hear it.
Proto, I think, pulls himself out of the draft to fall to the bottom, to the back of the pack here.
I thought he misjudged it.
It looked like he turned out of it. I could be wrong on that.
Remember,
we'll see how that plays out for him if he waits in the back for this entirety of the stage.
Remember, he didn't race last week, and he somehow advanced. He advanced on points based on the first 2 races, so he's making a return tonight. Yeah, it was very close.
He got down there.
So Go Dogs is inside the top 5 already. You see that 20 car starting to make his way through the field. He's alongside the 5 car.
Okay, I see Go Dogs already 4th and cleared the group of cars back there, so looks like we have some savers.
Yeah, we do.
The gaps between everybody. No one's really pushing between that high side and even the low side as they catch up to the leaders. So Go Dogs did push his way into 4th. DD fell all the way to, I believe that is 6th in the low lane as the 41 and 44 try to push out above him. Go Dogs is making a run for it right now. It's still early on. They're only coming to lap 5 of 29, so we still have that pit stop to get through. How far back is that 34? Is he still sitting in line?
He's still in line.
Oh, yes. I wonder if he's having lag issue because he was kind of up and down the track.
Gotcha.
I think he's off draft now.
McNeil and Comical trying to make some moves, but they're dropping back to the rear. Comical abandons McNeil. Their teammates. Are they teammates technically in the league?
I don't think they have teams.
Okay.
It's more of who's your friend. Also, I don't know how that was done, but the 5 swap positions with a 20, and they didn't really fall back.
Me neither. That was just beautiful by them, I guess. No, you can just tell. I think they are letting up quite a bit. I'm also sending Go Dog some more information, but hopefully...
Yes, Georgia Dog, is as long as you place the driver's name and or number at using the redeem, I will put it on their screen for 5 laps as this is a super speedway.
5 laps.
And Tech is saying, who's causing me first wreck?
I can already tell you, probably Mr. Metz.
I wouldn't give that to him. Honestly, I would probably chalk it up to, no offense to the 24, but maybe not to cause it, but he's definitely going to be a part of it. At least around where it starts.
Well, I'm going to say this right now. T-Stone is very aggressive, and that's one thing to be watching out for. T-Stone's aggressive, and I want to see how long
Where
they
is
stay.
T-Stone? Is he in that 23?
Right behind Metz. He's right behind Metz. Yes, he's right behind Metz. That's why I
Okay,
said
I've been watching that. I have been watching that 23 kind of poking out in and out through the field, so could come from
yes.
him.
He wants to
He has been
move.
aggressive trying to get up track position, which
Yep.
has not worked as well as we thought it would. But yeah, everyone kind of single file out right now. Only a
Banksy's
few
loving
laps
it.
have gone by.
Banksy's loving this right now. He's chilling in second place. Remember, he's below the cut line as
Hmm.
well. He's had a solid 2 races. I think he ran okay last week. I don't know if he had an excellent run, but it felt like he had speed last week, if I'm not mistaken.
He was in the top five, and I think he was just losing places because he was among that line that was close to being taken out. But he was able to
Gotcha.
stay ahead of the 17.
Gotcha. So he got a top 5 last week. Lamas has been the guy who's been on a roll as of late. He's been the hottest driver in the
Hmm.
league besides Didi. But when Lamas races, he has a great chance at winning. Some other notable names that have not won this season. I don't think Drelus has won at all this season, but he's been one of those guys.
He has been
Oh,
a good few top threes. We have
yes.
talked to him for quite a bit, but never on that last interview.
Yep, and that's why I
Oh,
think.
T-Stone out of line.
Yep, he's out of line now. That's why I think. Sorry, Mets, about earlier. I was gonna
Oh,
say
so we
if
just got a thing on Mets. Let me get to him. Start it at the line.
commentator, he's trying to curse Mets. What an
He
asshole.
is.
He's trying to curse Mets.
Ooh.
Didi out of line. Mets
And
pushing the
T-Stone
apron.
has now gotten to the rear of it, and we are on the 42 for 5 laps.
So here's my thinking. Drelers is gonna be like me for real. He's gonna win the last race of the season. I have a feeling that he will win the championship, or if he gets there, he'll win it. That's
Gonna
just,
do a.
he's gonna do a Bryn.
He's gonna
A
do
Daniel
a.
Hemrick.
I'm about to say a Hemrick.
Yeah, that's what I did. He's gonna do a Hemrick here, and I feel like if he makes it to the
Go Dogs
championship,
pulls
Go Dogs
himself
push
out of line, and it closes immediately.
I would not have done that, Go. I got two different things, bro. He can't be doing that.
Nobody letting him in there.
Who would? It's very early on. You don't want to give room, so that's gonna knock him all the way back to the rear of the field.
If someone in the VC can hear us, let Mets know that we're on him for about 4 more laps.
Yeah, don't choke, Mets.
Oh, and he's making
Here
a
he
run
comes.
for the lead. On the low lane into the 10. The
Banksy,
22
Romeo had
blocks
a late
high.
block. Yeah, late
Does
block
not
by
get down to
Romeo.
the 10.
Does not get there. Yeah, like you
Big
said.
shuffle 3 wide between this pack. Llama's all the way
Ghost Tech
outside.
is all
and...
over the place. Ghost Tech is all over the
Oh,
place.
there it goes. The 99's around.
That's Lamas.
Single
That's a
car.
one car.
I don't think that's going to be caution, though. But yeah, Mets fan has pulled his way into second, pushing Banksy out ahead. Romeo falls into third or fourth. McNeil does take advantage to go to third. The 23 is back up here midfield. Close.
I would kind of blame that on Ghost Tech. He was all over the place back there around third and just kept wiggling. And it caused them to stack up, and then Lamas went around. So, huge incident. And now, Mets lead his first laps of White Line? I want to see him lead some laps here. Mets, don't disappoint me, brother.
Well, he's got 3 more with me being on the camera. He sits in second right now, and I believe he is fully content where he is, pushing them along as we are about 9 laps from when we have, or sorry, 8 laps to when we have to pit.
So the championship is Auto Club. Okay. Gotcha. Just had to get it straight.
Didn't we not race there this season already?
I gotta
I'm
recheck
gonna
it
look at that,
because
actually.
the old
Look at
schedule was messed up, if you remember, because it was supposed to be Watkins Glen this week, and we had
I
2 different schedules. I don't know
Do
where.
not believe we have.
That was last season's.
Could be wrong. I can look back on the YouTube.
All right.
Oh, Matt's under the 10.
Here
He's got
comes
the
Mets.
10.
McNeil
Mets
helps
going
the
to
10.
the lead.
McNeil helps the 10. Come on, Mets. Little lap
He
here,
tries to
boy.
help the 10, but more momentum on the bottom. They connect. Romeo to second. Mets is in the lead.
Mets leading that Talladega. Do not let Romeo on your inside, Mets. Come on, Mets. Lead a lap here. They're all helping the outside lane. What assholes. They
A
don't
lot
like...
of cars on the top there. They're going to get that built soon coming here out of 3 and 4.
Oh, hell no. T-Stone. Abandon T-Stone. Let Mets lead. At least 1 lap here. Come on, Mets. 1 lap at least. Keystone, don't chill the shine.
This is like calling the finish out of the tri-oval. Metz comes to the line to lead a lap in white line.
Let's go. Finally, and also in other news.
We did get to watch him drive through the field too.
Off other news, guys. Go Dogs and Dirtiest Cat have lost the draft. So 2 playoff drivers.
Focused on them on that one. Ooh, the 5 had dropped out of that line, and the 16 let him back in. That gave room for the top lane to get moving. The 22 has him clear for now. Looks like he's going to stay with the 23. He's thinking about it as he sees kind of riding halfway down that lane. They got the momentum. They clear the 23. They're going to clear the 10. That run is over.
Here comes the 23 back to the bottom lane. Romeo on the top lane leading that big line. DD goes up to the top lane as well. Yeah, huge charge by the outside lane. They got forward momentum here. 23 slowed up. Oh, 42 getting a little loose.
Yeah, they are connected down in the bottom. So that top lane's going to prevail.
Oh,
Coming in out of the corner, that was close on the 10-41.
Yep, you saw it too. Here comes the 41.
And they leave him.
Mixing the middle.
And the 5 tries on the apron. The 5 drove on the yellow line to try to take the 42. He's not having it.
Yeah, Mets.
He forces him back down.
Stand on business, Mets.
That 5 car touched the yellow line to put his nose under that 42, and he was not having it. Now they both of them going to fall backwards. So those guys that did fall off the pack, they are just now leaving forward, but they have a group of 4, so they very well could catch the rest of the field by the time pits start. They got about 6 laps to do that.
Reminder,
they're way off.
They can pit any time within the next 3 or 4 laps. They have any time.
Yes,
to pit.
the window is open. I will see how many actual laps we have once we get back to it.
It was 14 out of 29 the last time I checked. Yeah, Llamas is...
We have been to Auto Club.
Llamas is going to get lapped
this season.
Do you have the updated schedule for us?
I don't, but I see an old upload for Auto Club.
Alright, Llamas just got lapped. That's an update, guys. That is not good news for our playoff driver who's looking to make his way to the next round. He is now lapped down. We'll see. We'll update you guys if someone else goes a lap down as well. Bulls Gold pitted as well. He might be going a lap down. We have a lot of pitters, Camo. The second pack came in. Pure Splash, Hidden Truth, Go Dogs. The second pack's down pit road, Dirtiest Cat as well. Bulls Gold is going to go a lap down here. Four laps of fuel for Didi. That's getting a little swiggly. It's in 5th.
Also, looking back, I believe it was Didi who won the last Auto Club race, so not a playoff driver on that part.
Yep, and you can see them all coming out of pit road
13
now.
to go.
Llamas is going to go down 2 laps if this pack catches them again. This is not good for Llamas. He's going to go down maybe 1 lap here. And this pack, currently at their pace right now, they're going to put a lot of cars a lap down. I know they're going to come down pit road very soon, but that's not good news to be 2 laps down. That pretty much traps you a lap down for certainty at this type of track, if you know what I mean. You might see them come down the pit road this time by Camo.
Oh, well, hello there,
Here they come.
Prison Mike. Yeah.
Here comes Meds, Didi as well.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, the first group of pits coming in. Yeah, welcome in the chat there, Prison Mike.
Hello.
We are currently on our first race of the second round, the round of 12. Got a few more races left after this one, of course, but first stage still underway. We're about 12 laps to go. As we saw, the fuel cycle has started.
Mets just took fueling out. Mets beats out Didi.
Yeah, right now our current leader is that 22 of Romeo. Looks like they will go in. The 20 and 38 stay out. Actually, no, they already pit,
They
didn't
pitted
they?
early. Yes, they
Okay.
pitted early.
Ooh,
It's
contact
looking
with
great.
44 into the 22. I don't think that was enough to speed. Looked like they were under the limit there.
41 car
So
looked
Didi's still
AI.
out on track at 7th. The 22 car is still the lead, as he is in the pit road.
Yes, he should still be the leader. Coming out though, we could potentially see the second
Yes,
pack that
Proto
pitted.
did make the race. There he is right there.
This Proto's in the field. I'm looking at this second pack that pitted early. Do they catch up to the lead pack that's just now pit road? They're now entering the trioval now. They're linked up. I will say the second pack is linked up behind Mets. Here they come. They're on the trioval, exiting the trioval. They're catching up. Will they catch them early enough? Every single one of them is out of pit road. Here they come. Second pack is going to have huge momentum. Behind Mets here.
Are they supposed to merge that quickly?
I think they're
44
allowed.
and 23 stayed down.
They're trying to follow Mets. Here they come. Second pack got a big run. It's actually not as big as I thought it would. It's still got the
So
momentum.
right now, our lead is that 22. You see him out there being pushed
Here
by
they
the
come.
41, I believe that is.
And Mets
Big run
decides
by
to
the
stay
42.
behind him. He decides to stay behind him.
He
That is
still
not
had
smart. I
I was
don't
about to say
agree.
he still had a bit of a run, but it's evened out as he got close to him. But now
I would
he's going to
have-
work with them and push them across that 22 in the lead.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Watch the
follow them.
42, take the middle. Oh, he got too
That's
low.
Didi's
He sits
job.
in line.
Remember, Mets isn't
Didi
aggressive.
takes the middle.
He isn't as aggressive as others, so I think he decided to stay on the bottom. It's going to work out for him. Didi's going to drop back to the rear. That was smart by Mets. Takes 4 plays over the big number 1.
3 wide out back. Contact
Oh.
14 to the 23 in the wall. They are good, but the 23 might be out of draft there, so his stage might be over. But Dre, one of our playoff drivers, has taken the lead in front of Romeo.
Also another player.
Where he sits in points, he is 5th, so he is currently above that line to start the round. Running solid in the stage as the laps tick down.
Dwindle. I like to say
See when we're
dwindle.
under 10.
I like to say dwindle, not like tick down, you know? Dwindle sounds
Well, that's
better.
because you're special.
I'm not special. I just like hearing like it sounds better to my ears, you know. It sounds
All right,
better.
we are under 10 to go. We got 9
Yes,
for the
not to
rest
go.
of this stage. So far, no caution. We have a few cars to lap down, I believe it is. You said the 99.
Yes, he is a lap down.
Not sure if it was just him, if anyone else got caught too.
I will say there's a second pack, but they have good momentum and they're just now entering 1 and 2, so they should be on
Yeah, I
the
saw
way
him in
back.
the background back there.
Yep. Yeah, they should be good.
See the dog edging today. That's gonna be a great clip. It's already high up on my list there, on the most viewed.
Hey!
Just let me
Installable? That is not
meet that
okay.
person. I thought it was funny.
I don't think it was funny.
All right, we're 8 to go. They are still single file out, so the chaos kind of happened as they all caught each other, and they've calmed down. So I'd imagine about 5 or 6 more laps we will get going again. Because look, it's the 16 and 24 backing up between these guys at the top 4.
I was gonna say, yeah. They have a little bit of a gap. That is King Coda, by the way. That is also
He
Proto has
catches
lost the
fast,
draft.
does not make the move.
Proto has lost the draft as well. Just heads up. He's alone entering 1 and 2. There is a chance. No, not that big. It's still big, too big of a gap in my opinion. So he will not be caught to be trapped a lap down. But he's alone, so there is a chance potentially. Lap count is. God damn it, Go Dogs! Every time I need you,
It
you
should
switch.
be about 7 to go.
Yes, we're coming to 7 to go. 23 out of 29. So 7 to go in stage number 1. We're coming to a no caution cutoff, or the stageless finals here soon. And do you think Didi makes the move here? He's been showing his willingness to make the move in the middle.
I
He
have
showed
a
his
feeling
willingness early.
Didi's move is pretty obvious right now. He's putting more space in the 24. Sure, the 24 is pulling back, but he is not setting up his run for the out of corner. He saw whenever he caught up the front of the field, he caught them going into the corner, so he couldn't move anywhere. So he needs to follow what the 16's doing and start driving up as they enter 1 and 2 and leave that line as they exit 2 to really get it going. And hopefully Didi follows them there.
Yeah, that's
Right, 6 to go.
the hope.
Also, Inselville's wondering who we have to win.
I'm usually make my picks in stage 2, but I'll go with it now. I'm gonna go with someone unique. I'm gonna go with McNeil. I feel like the 41 car has been very underrated so far during the season, and I probably just jinxed him, but I feel like McNeil's gonna surprise us tonight in the 41 machine. What do you got, Camo?
He actually has been running in the top 3 the entire race so far. Even with multiple lead changes, he's stayed on that 22's bumper and around that top 5, top 3 area.
Yep.
It's good on him. He's not one to make the moves. He's just kind of riding with the leader and letting those laps tick down. Looks like he's trying to do a point strat right now, getting those stages out
Look
of the way.
at the gap.
As
the
we
gap
have
is increasing.
closed cautions.
Yep, the
No more
stage is
cautions
final.
for the stage.
Look at that gap, though. It's getting bigger.
Massive, yeah.
Massive
Watch the
gap.
run from the 16 coming out of at least 4 or the next lap.
And I think the car behind him, Comical and Banks, are committed to him as well. But that's what I feel here. They're very committed to, I think, the 16 car. Let's see if they push him to the lead here. If they get that big of a run. They also have on the tail end in Mets.
He is waiting, so we'll look for that run to come in after turn 2.
4 to go when they cross the line. I think Foles Gold also may be a lap down, so the 99 probably won't get his lap back here in stage number 1 either. So he's going to be trapped a lap down. That's going to be costly for Llamas.
No run by Didi, so he's still
letting off
waiting.
still.
But a run by the 22, the 41 follows.
Come to the top lane.
The 5 into that low lane, filled
Here
out.
comes the
Dakota
16.
follows.
Look for this. This is going to be where they're aggressive, most likely.
Nah, 16's waiting. 16's waiting. He still has some
Still
time.
waiting. I would. It's just me. I'd be aggressive.
Honestly, at that point, that was great. He did not need to attack with him being too wide like that, because he's going to go try to go up and have a massive side draft. He wants to get it, get all the way to the top, get away from those cars, use the most run that he can. He's closed the gap a little bit because they have slowed down. You see them gapped up there with the 41.
Yeah, McNeil
So
is
it's going
letting
to take a
up
second
now.
to build back.
5-car Ghost Tech now up to second behind Dreludes. I don't know if
Second
is he
group of cars also battling between each other.
Yep,
Metz
I
is
can see
still
them.
in the range of this battle. He sits in the tail of it.
Yep, I was gonna say, yes, he does sit on the tail end of Didi's line right there. You see that 42 machine? Banksy also sits in there. This is all top 10, by the way. This is all for stage points up here. Is it top 5 or top
Look
10?
at the spread. It should be top 5 for stage points.
Okay, so only top 5 gets stage
Run from
points.
Romeo. Watch it. Sends it. He hits the back of the 24. Run dies. He has to sit in line. That hurts the 41, but watch the 16. He's going to send
Here
it
they come to the
late.
top.
He had to. They got too slowed, and he was
to
too
go.
close. He had to make this run. But he's still got time if we are 2 to go, so he can back off, build it again, and try to make something work. But I think there's too many cars in the way.
There's a lot of cars on the bottom lane and really no help.
I have a feeling they're not catching that car up there, so no extra
Here
cars going
comes
lap
Romeo.
down.
Here comes Romeo to the top lane. He loses a ton of momentum.
McNeil got down to the bottom.
Romeo's going to be left out to dry. We're coming to white flag for stage number 1.
Oh, Dre and Ghost Tech connect.
Ghost Tech to the bottom. Yeah, I was going to say. They got hooked
That
there.
5 car gets very aggressive with that yellow line.
This knocks out
He's not gonna get it
McNeil.
there.
To the top lane, McNeil. He gets trapped on the
Check
outside.
who just moved into 4th. On the white flag of the stage, Metz is back in the top 5.
Yep, and
Cleared
the only
the
people
41.
ooh, they're getting all spicy and tight. Oh my gosh, they're getting loose.
Spicy
Back there,
nice
41.
back there.
I know, right? They're getting. Does Coda help Ghost Tech here?
He sits
Do
in
they-
line, so yes, he is helping the 5 currently. The 42 backing off hard. The 41's going to sit with him. They're going to make a run out of 4 into the tribal here.
The question is, does
I think the 42's no man's land as he doesn't have the help.
I was gonna say,
Watch
does
the
the 41
16.
does the 41 actually help the 40 2, and they're not going to get there. They're not going to get there.
5 gets too high. 24 down to the bottom. 41 massive run. Sends it far up there. Big block by the 44.
Get there.
And the 41 got it. I switched cameras, but the 41 went up and stole that stage on a 3 to 4 wide pass.
I didn't think he could get there.
That was a massive speed difference.
I know.
He had to have been going 215. There was no way you were that much faster than the leader. Wow. I didn't want to switch cars because I didn't know where it was going to land. Yeah, if I would have switched to other cars, I would have jumped to the other field. But I switched cameras wrong, but still, watching that 41 fly on the outside was awesome.
Yeah, he was flying there. I want to see who's a lap down. All right, Bulls Gold got the free pass, and Llamas is trapped a lap down. That
So that's
is
12 of gold. So yeah, Llamas.
that is not good news. That is not good news for him. That is a playoff driver.
I'm unsure if he's taken a wave around by not pitting, so I think he's still a lap down. Unsure on that, but we get going up at the front here, still being led by the 44. He takes the lead right back. But yeah, McNeil going up to take that stage as he was coming into tonight, one spot above the cut line, so he sits comfortable there.
Yep, good for him. Much needed stage points for him as well, as he's one of the underdogs in the field, in my opinion, for the potentially make the Final Four. Him and Dre Lutz have been very underrated all season. Not really talked about like maybe Romeo and some others like Keystone and Romeo, but they've been very solid. They've been quiet, though. That's the word I would say with those two.
All right, they've kept the outside going for a good while right now, being led by that 41.
McNeil and Didi with Comical pushing them as well in the 14. He's another playoff driver who's been quiet all season, but
they are more organized, but the 5 is not wanting to stay with the 44. That's going to hurt that bottom lane. Here they come again.
Yep, good run, and there's you see how the difference is? They're running the top lane instead of the middle lane. You said this once. You shouldn't be running the middle lane because you get side draft, I guess? That's what you said once?
Yes. Before? Nobody realizes this, but if you're riding in that middle lane in the super speedways right next to the cars in the low lane, there's nowhere for the air to go but to into the back of your spoiler.
Oh my gosh, 17
splash.
Went down. He went down late.
Able to save it.
Luckily they kept it straight, so that's going to cost 17 a pure splash to the rear of the field now. Top lane is still very organized. Look at
those cars running that middle lane, that pressured the cars down to the bottom. All you do is side draft yourself and get slowed down, and it's even harder to pass them. So whenever you try to run with those right sides on that top white line, that's how you get a run going. That 5 car is not wanting to stay behind the 44. He pushed him out again. Look how far back they dropped as McNeil sends them forward, still up at the high side, right sides on the white line.
Yep, he's ripping it up there, and he's holding it too. He's got Gold Dogs. Remember, Gold Dogs got knocked out of the draft earlier. Remember, he flew up to the front as well. Remember, he got up to the 4th, I think it was.
He was up there early.
And then lost I think he got stuck in the middle, and that pretty much lost him all of his momentum. And yeah, you see Ghost Tech just deciding not to stay behind Dre Lutz. He is not settling behind him at all.
Oh, T-Stone dive. See,
Llama's
normally I'm against. Oh, damn. Is he out?
I don't know. He's parked. I don't hear any mechanic sounds, so.
He might be out.
He might be out. That's a playoff driver's out, guys.
He is fairly high up the board. He was sitting, I believe, about 8 points above the line, so he will be below coming into the next race.
We're seeing craziness tonight right now. Go Dogs and I think it's Mets top 5 right now. Amazing stuff here.
Yes, I was actually about to get to that because I am not a fan of people that say anybody could win a super speedway on heat. I do not believe that whatsoever. There is a certain skill set that you need for super speedways to efficiently work your way through a field like this.
But you need luck.
From what I'm seeing of Comical, Mets, and Go Dogs in the top 5, I think those three are our biggest underdogs, and they have a great chance to win this race.
It's
Yes,
okay.
this is our 2022 cars there.
Yes, this is 22. I will say it's about patience and maybe a little luck at the same time. Oh,
20 in
and
the
as
wall.
soon as I say that, Go Dog's in the wall. Yep, we shouldn't have talked about him, Camo. We commentated cursing him. I feel bad for him. I am sorry, buddy. I shouldn't have said anything about you.
All right, let's see if he's able to hold on to the draft. 23 got around him there. The 12 car off pace.
He should be able to. Hidden Truth is off draft as
T-Stone
well.
and Go Dogs off of the draft.
Not
24
good
about
news.
to join them.
Yep, that is Go Dog's stage potentially there unless a caution comes out.
Hidden
So
Truth
2 mistakes.
Also out.
2 mistakes by Go
Also out
Dogs
of draft.
during the stage is going to cost him stage points. That could be very costly for his championship contention.
Run. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I meant. I can't speak. T-Stone's also having a rough night for himself. He got trapped in stage 1.
With these 2022 cars, the aero on these things is a massive difference compared to the 2020s. Because you'll see, like you saw at the end of stage 1 there, that run from the 41. If he would have done that about on the backstretch with that line of cars, he would have stalled out by the 3rd car. The runs dive fast.
Here comes Comical to the
but
bottom.
they build fast as well.
Yep, and McNeil blocks him. Everyone goes down to the bottom lane. You can see how their strategy here is all of them counter to the bottom immediately.
What is happening right here with these cars on the high side?
Well, all of them went to the bottom lane, and half of them got trapped on the top. So that's probably why. Oh, 10
Contact
and
5 and 10.
Banksy and someone around, and they're around. It's in. Romeo
That's
right in the back.
That could be caution back there.
That should be a caution. This is race back.
Mets around.
Romeo and Mets. Romeo and Mets.
Okay, Romeo.
Yep, he was involved in that.
Okay, we'll see if it's caution then.
Race back to the line. Comical and McNeil side by side here. Comical has the help of
Where
Romeo.
is-
Or
right
my
here.
Ghost Tech, my bad. DD is going to push McNeil to the lead at the line. Will they call a caution? Caution is out. Caution is out.
And we hit 20
edge-
to go,
edge of
so
the
we
fuel
are
run.
in the fuel window.
It's edge. You still have to save a lap. So you will have to
They're
draft
gonna-
auto.
Yeah, they are going to come down to pit at 19 to go.
And remember, they do
So-
choose cone at the halfway
yeah.
point. They don't do a full lap around like Odie or else. So it's going to be tight.
Green with 18 to go. Counter shows for the fuel at 19, and if you don't save even a
won't
little
make
bit,
it.
you will not make it. And now we're going to see a lot of leader shuffle because you don't want to lead at this stretch where we're sitting now for this stage. Because like I said earlier at the beginning, if you weren't here, your fuel window is 17 to 23, maybe 24. The counter does show 19, but if you lead in the 2022 cars, you lose a lot of fuel. Mid-pack's going to save like hell. I'd imagine the leader doesn't want to be the leader as well, like I said. So you're going to get people that are slowing up in the back. You got people dropping out from the lead. Someone's probably going to follow to try to push him. I have a feeling we're going to get a caution from that.
Yeah, I feel like there's some people that I know can save fuel like a madman. It's DD. That's the one guy I know in this field that can't save like that.
If he's going to save, I'm going to watch him drop to the rear of the field.
Do you think he
That's
could
how
drop
he
to the
does it.
rear? Yes, he does do
He
that.
will drop to the rear of the field. Guaranteed.
But does it? Okay, so do we see the leader try to save as well? Do they like do a strategy where they're intentionally like letting off to like 140?
Still
just
leading,
let
but
him
just
go?
backing off,
Yeah,
maybe.
just like 130, like leading at the Dega. That'd be crazy to see. But we don't know.
If you're going 130, I will personally wreck you.
Nah, I think the strategy here is to run the bottom lane, fall into line to maybe third or fourth, and just keep it from there. Trout and Llama. Did Trout make it tonight?
He did not.
Also, no, Llama's
Yeah,
disconnected.
Trout didn't make it, and Llama's lagged out with no stage
Yep.
points.
I was gonna say Llamas was gonna get his lap back, but he lagged out.
So already that looks like two of our drivers under the line. That will be Trout and the very tail, Llamas
He's
at
above.
11th
Oh wait, was
for
he
those
below?
point standings, because Trout is below Llamas.
Okay. I thought Llamas was above the line, low key, because of last the
No, he
last run,
is,
because he
but they're
won.
going to, now they're going to be under. That's
Yeah, got
what
it,
I'm
got it.
saying.
Yeah, got it.
They are 11-12 now.
Yep.
24 just wrecked under caution into the 38.
That's not good for Dirtiest Cat.
What in the hell?
Well, well,
Do
well.
we have another pit lap then? If we
Do
do,
we?
that would solve all of our fuel
Issues.
problems.
Exactly. We wouldn't have to worry about it, right?
It looks like we are. We're not choosing. Maybe.
They
Did we
are.
choose?
They are choosing.
They're letting the 24 pit. Okay, I guess we chose.
Okay. We both.
38's got front end damage. He's
Maybe
gonna be
he
on the
didn't.
front row.
Maybe he didn't somehow. Maybe he magically healed it with his wand. I don't know.
His wand.
Yeah. Wand.
What kind of wand?
A magical wand. I don't fucking know.
Don't encourage me. You're not helping yourself.
But I guess. Alright. 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 So remember, they go at the start finish line, not the restart zone for anyone who's new. They don't go at the restart zone, they get the start finish. So that's why you'll probably see that one car on pit road come out as soon as they go. You'll see them rolling out as soon as they go green, essentially.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
Coda's
knock him
pit
out
road.
of draft regardless. Oh, is he out? Is he? Oh, he's
coming
gonna have
out
to
now.
wait. If he
gonna have to
can't
wait.
time, if he can't time this, he's not gonna be able to get going with these guys.
I'm on him. I'm gonna. Oh, he has to park it. They can't go green. Are they gonna go green here? This is gonna be hella awkward for him.
He's got to go now.
And they're underway again. Let's see if he can get merged back in. Does he LePage the field? He does not.
No,
Hopefully.
he's not gonna come up that far. In the grass, that's gonna slow him a bit. I'm just hoping he stays in the draft, but McNeil gets out in front, pulls the 16 into second place. Contact 14, almost back in the wall. He keeps it going.
He saved it. You know this gets back into the lead pack? Go Dogs. Again, he's always been up here early in this run. Does he make the same mistake he did earlier while getting out of line? We'll see.
So what you're saying is, Go Dogs needs a green-white checker.
Essentially,
Because
yeah.
if we go more than 7 laps, he's out of the contention.
Basically, sadly, he moves his way through the field and then masterfully loses all of the positions immediately. I don't know how he's doing it. He needs to settle down. I feel like once he settles down, he'll be able to run top 5. It's just mistakes by him that are costing him his positions right now. Look at Ghost Tech being very aggressive. You know, he's going to lose his inside lane. And
Ghost
there
Tech
it goes.
has been extremely aggressive on his passes. Some, I would imagine, have been with those left sides on that yellow line, so
Yep, and
I
as soon
wonder
as
if
I
he
set
has
something,
anybody to work with him now.
yep, he's probably not going to make any friends. And also, Godog sat back in line right behind the 45 of Hidden Truth, so that was good for him. So he's back in line. That's good for him as...
Oh, also, speaking of, I think everybody is now on the lead lap that is in the race.
Yes,
Since the
everyone should be in
99
the lead
lagged
lap.
out.
Yep, Bulls Gold should be in the lead lap. King Coda did lose the draft, by the way, so his restart shenanigans did not work out for him. That was such an awkward
We're
restart.
on to 16 laps to go. Still being led by McNeil with a gap to second place. So Didi being conservative and McNeil taking away all that fuel.
I'm hoping Godogs knows how to save fuel. Godogs, you aren't a noob, brother.
Honestly, you can save enough by literally just riding a line. But if you are leading a line, you have no possible way of saving. Because there's no draft coming to your car unless that guy is pushing you.
Don't push him, man. Come on. All right, so back in the...
is not connected. Nobody's touching bumpers right now except for that 5. He is wanting to get to the front.
I don't know what they're doing back here between Proto and Co, but they're battling back here, and they're losing the draft because of it. And there's two people.
They're
Didi got
close to,
shuffled
but
out.
he's got it.
Didi got shuffled out here. Godot's gonna close that hole now. Close that hole. Do not let DD in there. No.
I personally would let that 16 in because he's one driver to do it for you. I would do it and expect some help later in the race. We'll see what the 14 does.
Kamago's
He
gonna
lets
let
him in. We'll see how that plays out for Comical towards the end of the race if Didi helps him with a push. Look at the spread out field. I'm more surprised the 41 has not dropped out of the lead.
No, I
I
told
wonder
you
if he's
earlier.
reading his counter okay now, but doesn't expect it to fall under.
Do you expect him to drop back sooner than later?
I personally thought he would have done it right off the start and let the 38 take over the lead. But he powered down, got in front of him, and stayed out there. Now the 10's in second, the 5 getting ever closer. He's going to move that 10 car. Big run by the 20 into the back of the 45.
Look in her chat.
They're all getting close up here. Let me get up to this 10.
I made
Or
sure
even the
to,
5. Yeah, let me sit on the 5.
I did
Oh, you
something.
got T-Stone. Damn.
Yep.
I was going to sit on the 5 because he's been very aggressive up there.
T-Stone's also really aggressive. You can see the gap widening. He's gonna put up a run here.
T-Stone at 5 starting at the line.
Oh, here comes the 22. Romeo pushes them out to the apron. They're 3 wide.
And
Look
here we
at the
go.
outside lane. Here they come.
Watching from T-Stone for 5.
That's a huge pack, bro. They're riding on the outside lane. They had a good momentum here as well. They got Foles.
I think the 22 has saved an extra lap so he can push and be good on the fall off. T-Stone almost makes it 3 wide under the 10. He will make it 3 wide under the 10. 41 gets down to close it, stalls that run. As they all get around that 23, new leader goes to the 22.
Well, now, look at this. It makes McNeil run mid-pack. McNeil can finally save a little bit of fuel. That's what he wanted. In my opinion, that's probably how you wanted to end up, if you ask me. You're still top, I think, 7 right now, and you can save fuel now right behind the 5 car of Ghostek, who's going to move some people off his line.
Yeah, keep in mind, the 41 has a stage win. If he can finish anywhere in the top 5 for stage points, that's a win for him.
Exactly.
Alright, after all that carnage, we go directly back to single file down on the low lane.
Literally, all they did was swap positions, essentially.
12
As
car got
Foles
too
Gold
high,
gets
he's going to
out.
lose it.
Yep. You can say Foles Gold did go a lap down earlier. Bidding up the run here. Look out for a run. They back it up
15
a
and
lot.
7 trying to get to the front. They are. The 5 so far has been the visually most aggressive that we've seen.
45 hitting truce all over Romeo. He's moving all over the place. I feel like this is going to cause an incident between him and Splash.
Hidden Truth is a lap down at one point in this race too. Or at least coming to it.
Interesting. I will get a lap check real quick here when they cross the line for Go Dogs. He currently sits outside right behind T-Stone, so
We are close to 10 to go.
I'm not going to talk about that number 20 anymore. I'm not going to jinx them.
What, you mean Go Dogs right here behind the 23? Sitting about 9th place?
Yeah. Isn't he like 7th?
No, that's 9th.
Gotcha. He's currently sitting in 8th, actually.
Is it
10 to
8th?
go. 10 to go, yeah, I got his point of view up.
Okay, it is 8th.
Yeah, and I will say also, the 42 is also on the pack end of this draft. Proto was also able to keep on there, and Foles Gold has lost the draft.
About to say, yep, Fool's Gold is actually still a little bit on it. He's got the back of Proto. Oh my god, run for the 23 in the back of the 41 hard! That's
Oh,
coming
and it
down the
stacks them
inside.
Stacks them up. Here, Comical on the top lane.
He hit McNeil so hard he lost traction and fell off the track.
Holy.
I expect damage on the back of that 41 then.
Here comes Ghost Tech in the bottom of the 38. Dirtiest Cat out of line. Cannot get back in line. That's going to drop Dirtiest Cat out of points positions.
That's the
Very
5 laps
costly
on
for him.
T-Stone. Get back here for the 5. So he's been our aggressor. See McNeil, he's not leading the line anymore. He has a
Here
gap
comes the
to the
17
5
Pure
car.
to the bottom of Hidden True.
Yep,
Takes over
45
second.
got shuffled out.
And that's going to lead him outside the top 5 again. There's a gap between Mets and the 10 car of Banksy. That's where most are. Oh, 34 and Mets getting together. Outside lane in the back is forming up a little bit. But they're not gaining any momentum.
That dies quickly.
It does.
I believe we're at 9 to go
it's
now.
massively. Go Dogs gets hit by Dirtiest Cat, and that's going to knock good. Dirtiest.
Oh,
Go
Kokoda
Dogs
leaves
to the rear.
pit road.
Yep. Go Dogs gets
I'm
knocked
unsure
back
what
to the
that
rear
is.
now. Go Dogs going to drop outside the top 10 after running inside the top 10. Potentially had points, but gets knocked out by the 38 of Dirtiest Cat. And that's going to probably be stage 2 as well.
I believe we are, what, did I say 9 or 8 to go here in stage 2?
We should be coming to 7 to go, yeah. Romeo's led a lot. Does he decide to back it up soon?
He spent the first half of that fuel run hard saving, had to have been, so that he could get up here and lead and run it out, like I said, with that fall off and be good.
Look at T-Stone being adventurous and just going to the top alone.
Comical
7 to
joins him,
go.
but does not sit behind him. He will actually pass that 23 as he gets in line in front of the 45.
We'll say McNeil's back up to 4th. Right behind is going to be Dirtiest Cat. And then Deity's up to 6th. Yeah, and now Drelude's making his way through the field. You see him just got passed around Comical there. Come to 6 to go when they cross the line here. I will say, Go Dogs is a lap good on fuel. They should be relatively good on fuel. I would say about 3 to go is when you actually start pushing, when you know you're officially good on fuel here. I feel like. Because if you run out, you're running out on the trial one. It really will matter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can see them. They're still letting off. You can just see it in the front. Oh, 45 harder to the wall. That's hit Truth's stage.
45 out of the pack as we hit 6 to go. Still chance for caution, but not for that incident.
No, that was a one-car incident. That's a non-playoff driver. So Hidden Truth just got unlucky there, got hit to the wall, and that's his draft and his stage. 6 to go. Coming up 5 to go for 23 and 10 get together. 14 and 12
was
on that
almost
side
that
lane.
caution. Gets back in, pushes the 42 up, slides back in line.
23 looks going for a move. Looks a little laggy, Loki. T-Stone
We're
is
stressing
all.
Cowboy out over there in the chat. He keeps putting up the Fox scream as something like that happens.
I know.
Gonna give that man an
5 to
aneurysm.
go.
But yeah, we have now closed off cautions.
This stage is final. So stage 2 is dwindling down. I like to say that word because I'm fancy, and it sounds cool. Yeah. All right.
I can't
So-
say the word I want to call you.
Don't come. Camo. Camo. Wow. Okay, I see how it is. Wow. Wow. Okay, buddy.
I can't risk my job.
You deserve to be fired after that. All right, so there is something on the top lane. They're starting to form a little bit with T-Stone. Now,
Who's making the high side work? 23 car is. Look at him forming it up there. See if he can get it working, though.
I don't think he's got enough. He needs someone in top 5 to venture out there to help him out to get the draft. And they just formed
Oh,
already.
he fights back in.
Yep, there's just not enough momentum being carried up there, and Mets loses the momentum, so he drops back to the rear of this pack.
All right, we are sitting 4 to go. Romeo leads. You got Pure Splash, who got eliminated last week. Ghost Tech currently sits under the line, so needs those stage points. Then you got your stage
Scorecard
1
to the
winner,
line.
sits in 4th, and Dirtiest Cat, who is under the line,
Yeah.
also needing stage points. That is your top 5. Have they broken away from Didi as they come up
Big
to
gap.
3 to go?
Big gap, but remember last time we had that huge run by someone at the end there.
Oh
when they
yeah,
were
he
4
is
to 5
building
wide.
that run.
There's still a chance. Oh, here they come to the top
He
lane.
sends it late. This is what I was talking about earlier in the race, sending your runs in on the entrance of the corner. He saw he got to the side of the 41 and immediately lost all speed out there behind the 38. Goes about a car length behind.
I think they're still going to work together here. They still can carry it up.
He still has plenty of time to do it.
Go Dogs gets into the back of T-Stone. That might be a little bit damage for both of them, but hopefully they work together here. All right, we're coming to 2 to go. The stage is dwindling down. Do they get spicy and dicey? That's what I'm going to say from now on when it comes down to the final laps. When you make your moves, do you have help? I feel like a lot of people trust Didi, so I feel like a lot of people will go with him, in my opinion, in this league.
Well, they're going to have to, as you look at the gap he has back there in those cars. He's going to need to get pushed forward to catch these guys to even grab a draft now.
2 to go. Here they come.
Which he has.
Run.
Watch this.
Big run. He's got major help as well.
He's got to go. Does anybody block it? No one's blocking it.
They got a big run. Will they be able to get
connect.
there? The question is,
2 car lengths and it dies.
Yep, I was going to say, in these cars, you can't build up a run like that. They still have help, though. If someone in that top 4 decides to go to the top lane, they can still carry the momentum. Here comes T-Stone.
T-Stone's turn. Sends it out.
The momentum. White flag for stage number 2. Top lane has died
41.
down.
41 doesn't have a lot of cars to have to pass, so it could work where he's sitting.
Didi in the apron.
He's out of contention for the stage.
Yep, I was going to say, they're building up a huge run. Ghost Tech and Co. Oh,
splash for the trouble, 22. Blocks the 41.
Here comes T-Stone to the bottom.
4 wide. Still 4 wide back here. They're passing on the apron. The 44, I think, just passed the 5 on the apron, and he's getting shuffled out into the 41. Shuffling around.
And that's going to be McNeil's stage. They're still getting together back here. Go-Dog, surprisingly, he recovered from that massively.
How they didn't wreck back there, I will
Here
never
comes
know.
to the line, and Romeo is going to win stage number 2.
Romeo just, nobody challenged him up there, and everybody started dying behind him. Romeo takes it. T-Stone second, Dre third. I believe Go-Dog's fourth, and then Ghost Tech.
Mets in 6th. So what happened there was a case of they also hit the lap car with pure splash. I think that was a case of.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think he also.
I did not see that.
I think he was a little bit in the way. I don't think it was on purpose, but there was
no. Pure Splash was in. No, Pure Splash was in second at the time, and then the whole shuffle started when he tried to make a move.
Gotcha.
And they all got spread out.
And then they all got stacked up.
Yeah, he couldn't get back on track.
Yeah, and then
we got another 5 laps on Mets to start the stage.
Oh no. Mets, surprisingly funny enough, when we put screen time on him, he hasn't choked tonight.
When we put screen time on him, he got to the lead.
No, if we do it on Go-Dogs will die. That's how it's been tonight. Like, if we put it on Go-Dogs, man, when we don't talk about him, he runs well, but if we talk about him, oh boy, he'll fall to the rear. So we're not going to talk about Go-Dogs anymore.
We got 10 laps of Mets.
10?
2 uses, so 10 laps of Mets.
Romeo leaded us back to green.
That is basically half of a fuel run.
And T-Stone decides to go down to the bottom lane. He looks a little laggy. Dreludes.
Do y'all like what you're doing here?
What'd they do? 3 wide again.
Do y'all like what you've done now? 10 laps of Mets, and he immediately gets shuffled down to the tail of the field.
Yeah, do you like bullying Mets? Do you like bullying Mr. Mets fan? I don't think he likes him. McNeil to the top.
Literally last and not even a lap gone by. This is what you do to him. You overwhelmed him.
I think you call it cyberbullying, Camo.
Yeah, but cyberbullying is fun. Because it's funny.
Wow. Cycling is fun. Oh, that's a new one I gotta tell my kids when I grow up.
But either way, everyone spread out immediately got single file.
Oh yeah, and 5 car Ghost Tech is blocking Dirtiest Cat to the apron. Comico goes to the top lane with no help, and he gets back in lines. Here comes Dirtiest Cat, shoves Ghost Tech a little.
Oh, I don't blame you, Georgia. I blame Insolvable because this is exactly what he would do. He would redeem it twice if he could.
Oh, he would, and you know that's true. Don't even lie to yourself. I could redeem twice if I really wanted to, Camo.
I will fucking stab you.
Okay. Now you gave me an idea for Monday.
Oh, God. Alright, at the line, we have 30 to go. Once we get into the pit stops, we will be inside of our fuel window. So it is a planned one stop without caution.
Yep, planned one stop without caution, but very likely after this scene tonight. We've only had one caution surprisingly, Camo, but there's been a lot of solo incidents, to be fair. Yeah, we got silent real
I
quick.
am surprised. I know. I was about to say it got silent on track and in the party here, but I'm just kind of looking around because they got nothing to look at here. The five's
Hey,
not being aggressive.
You know what we could do?
17's out by himself.
I was gonna say before the 17 make a move, we could do a radio or crank it up if now they're starting to get double file. Oh damn it. We had to say
Probably could. It's a good spot to do it if they don't die right here.
dope.
Alright, I can set it once we get back to the line because everyone's kind of spread out right now. I don't know where they're going.
Well, I gotta see how this. Does everyone do it?
Stay on Mets though.
All right, they go back to the bottom. Well, it's gonna be awkward. All right, I'm gonna do it right now. All right, crank it up, boys. It's gonna be awkward. It might not. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here.
Yeah, good timing because the 24 just tanked the wall in front of the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got
audio set back.
Yep.
There we go.
I get my audio.
I'm surprised the 24 was able to catch back into the field. Everybody's still here. Yeah, everyone's got draft. That was weirdly intense for nothing to happen.
Yep, exactly, and it was. Yep, that's how it's been really. I mean, we've seen.
I wish they stayed at least 2 wide for another like 1 or 2 laps to make that crank it up worth it, because it was just single file sitting on Mets.
Hey man, I had a good footage, you know. I wasn't. No one bought 2
Fair.
times for me. Yep. It was good for me, but not good for you, sadly. But hey, at least I think you got some good sounds, hopefully, from Mets. Where's Mets currently? Oh, he's currently in the pack still? Good.
He's moved up 4 spots. Sorry,
I have
3 spots.
If I wanted to watch Mets now, I got your footage. I could also give into the Mets hype. I really want to put the stream over. I'm joking. I got a point of view that I'm gonna use for later on, hopefully. Someone who is really running really well, and I've been very quiet about him, is Comical. He's solidly been top 5 to 10 all night. Really hasn't led.
He has. We saw him at the near end of stage 2. He was running up there, but then a huge shuffle got around. He wasn't able to stay there. But he's kept track position now, so see how he can work that as we get the fuel window down closer and closer.
I agree, Cowboy Tech. You could hear DW saying that. I am reading your chat, Camo, because I'm a better chat reader than
That's
you.
fine. I read it. I just didn't say it out loud.
Hmm. Is that how you usually are? You just like read it in your mind?
I
You just,
mean, I've read open some of the chats in here.
yeah, I do
It's
too.
just select
Yeah,
the ones that should be read out loud.
that's that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why I'm off today. I'm like, it's like I'm
You
half
mean
asleep, but
today?
I'm not. Okay, I'm not off every night. Hey, some nights I'm actually smart, you know. On bars, I'm usually good. Like, if like, I am solo, so like I have to talk to myself. Sometimes it's kind of creepy, but you know,
Yeah, you're
it's
fucking
fun.
schizo.
Okay,
I'm not an
schizo,
asshole and I love it.
schizo.
Yes.
Yeah, you keep calling me that, man. I don't like that.
It's funny. Well, luckily we got one more lap sitting here on the 42 and Mets, and we can get back up there near our front to see what's happening.
If you want to see all the action during that 10 race section, come over to Suspect Apex.
Don't go over to Brent's stream and just stay on mine and wait 10
Oh,
laps.
here they come! Oh, 17 got jumped out of line.
So, are able to get back down in front of the 10, but they are a little bit off the field there. He got drafted on, I believe that's 20. They'll catch right back up.
Definitely. Now we're dwindling down. There's about 10 laps of fuel in their cars. Now, do we see them come down early enough? When do you see the earliest pit stop, or do you see them come down
Oh,
with 16 to
24 and
go?
42 contact.
They're now entering the cycle, Cam. You said 17 to 23. It's 23 to go now. I think we see them come down in about 4 laps, in my opinion.
And 4. I
19
don't
to
know
go.
about.
Or at least
I don't
someone.
know. I
Uh,
don't. I would at least pit
what,
with
18?
17 to go,
18 or
just to
6?
be safe.
17 or 18, I think, is when they're going to pit. So about 5 laps. I feel like we see someone who wants to jump, get the jump early. They put with 18 to go, if you know what I mean. They want to get the jump on everyone else.
It's
But you will have to
possible,
save.
but then you gotta realize if you do that, you're gonna have to like swap positions on when you want to lead the pack.
I want to see how the strategy's played out here. I know. I think if it's me in the shoes, I think we go as late as possible. Make sure you're good on fuel. Get hit with like 16 to go. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's why I said about 17 because your counter will be at 19. You won't really fall as bad.
And now the line is forming with 41 and McNeil. They got good momentum as well. Here comes the 24 to help them out as well. That is King Coda. And they all dwindle down to the bottom again. So, as soon as I talk about the outside lane, it dies, Camo. I think that's the theme of tonight. Outside lane dying.
It's like what I was talking about at the beginning again, where you just you get the laps down before you get into the fuel window, and then you start racing. It's exactly what they're doing. It's what I would do. Just get the laps down. You don't need to go anywhere right now. Just stay in contention. Don't knock yourself out of it. Get down to the pit stops, and then race it out.
Gotcha. You see the gap though. Little gap between
A little
I
bit.
think, yep, between McNeil and Comical, who's fifth and fifth.
So if the 41 stays like that, maybe expect a later pit for him and a few other guys. Because he's staying off of the 14.
But you said earlier to save as
Line
much
20
fuel
to
as you
go.
can, and then maybe take less fuel. That's what you said.
Yeah,
Earlier.
and take less. I know that typically would go in more of the stage 2, but we had that caution. But it still could be possible in this one, but I think there's too many laps for it to matter, because I
Yeah.
think you would have to take fuel, full fuel. If not, a can and a half.
I'm still sticking with my pick of McNeil. I still think he has a great shot of winning here.
Oh yeah, he got stage points in both stages.
Who did you pick
Hit
again?
that massive one. I didn't really pick anybody.
You gotta pick now, Camo. Get your high horses on. Pick someone.
I mean, I might have, but I think I forgot who it was.
The pick's on right now.
I was just about to say his freaking name, but I can't do that if he's gonna do that.
Yeah, he just jumped out of line.
I guess I'll just be looking at that 23. Oh,
That's
someone just
done.
said pick Dre right as I said the 23, but Dre has been quiet. Yeah, he's kind of running where the 41 was off the first stage. Very patient, just running in the top 3, top 5 area. You see him sitting in third. He very well could take it the same way the 41 took stage 1, so...
The question is...
I'll look for the 23, though, but we'll watch for that 44.
How long has Romeo...
Try to break through.
Has Romeo been leading this whole stage?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
He's going to be coming down earlier than everyone else, basically, from what we've heard and seen.
Now, who follows him is the question.
If I had to take a relatively guess, I'm going to guess that 23 T-Stone for sure. Drelude, I think, as well, and Comical.
Are you sure, though?
I think they will
because
follow him.
It's very easy for everybody to stay out and let one person come into pit who's not in the same strat as them. He shouldn't have signaled. They were well off the fuel window.
I don't know. It's also
actually, no. No, never mind. They are in the fuel window.
He did signal, okay. He just got loose and went all under the apron a little.
Okay, yeah, not a signal, but yeah, I forgot. They were on like 20 to go a few laps ago, so they're well within this.
So they're 5 to go, 5 laps of fuel for Go Dogs. They're 17 to go. This is where you said they should come down.
We are at 17 to go. So honestly, I'm surprised we didn't see anybody take that time. We'll see if anyone comes in this time.
McNeil does not Go Dogs out of line. That's very costly for Go Dogs' chances here.
It probably is, because if he was going to want to pit, he's got to get down and hopefully not lose draft and be with everybody else. That's gonna
no, he's getting dropped all the way to the rear.
He gets in.
Yeah, that's 17th now, though. That's 14th place. That's not good for him entering pit road.
Anybody going in?
I don't see anyone.
Going in.
No one going in. So they're making sure they're good on fuel. They're making sure they don't have to pit at all. They don't even have to save here. They're stretching. I think Romeo has to come down this time. I think Romeo has to come down.
No, he's still got a few more.
Well, Go Dogs is on 4.
If he's gonna be, since he's the lead, you might as well run it out to 0. There's no reason to come early if you're gonna be in the lead like this, because you want to get it as close to everybody else's counter as you can.
Gotcha. Do we see somebody come down this time? Pit stop should be opening. I expect one person, at least that group, to come down. No one. No, here it comes. Someone down.
Oh, one. No, fake.
No, fake.
34? 34 Proto goes in single car. That will be his race. Honestly, I think he sped.
They have very late entry by him, and that's probably going to be his race. We expect more people to come down. We're coming to 14 to go when we cross the line, so they are well within the fuel window. Here comes Comical on the top lane with McNeil. So these guys are definitely not coming down pit road this time, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes the 22. Romeo is.
He's out of fuel.
Look at this.
He's out of fuel. He has to pit.
Here comes Comical on the top lane. Here comes T-Stone.
2 cars pitting. He did follow the 22, but he's out of gas. They will spread out, not get connected, and everybody else stays out. That is going to be their races done.
Here comes Comical and McNeil on the top lane. They got settled up there. They have more fuel. We're coming down. Go Dogs only has 2 lots of fuel on his tank. Some of them have to pit this time. Go Dogs has to pit this time.
Cars in the low lane, they should be going in this time.
If you're on the top lane, you're not.
It won't be.
Yep.
Is the 41 is among them, so we know he's been saving back there, so he's going to stay out.
Well, Banksy backed it up. Here comes the group. Here they come.
44, 20, 42, 12. Only a
Solid group, go
few
dogs!
cars.
Go
Makes
dogs!
good entry on the
Does not
20.
speed. He does not speed. Good
Good
entry.
entry on the 20.
I thought he was going to speed, but no, he did it beautifully. Beautiful entry by him.
Hopefully they get to stay together, because if they can connect quickly, they could beat out this huge group of cars, because right now they are racing side by side for the lead as their fuel windows are closing down.
I think they come down this time, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see, unless it's GD, I don't see any of these guys stretching as long as maybe.
Even Didi's still sitting on 2.
I think they come down. Or at least some of them do. Yeah, Coda's coming down.
24's out.
Here they come. No, they're coming down. All of them are coming down now. Oh, 40.
Fast
14.
on the 38. 5 maybe speeding. It looked like the only one faster, so checking on the 5 for speed. 16 with a wide margin.
Drayludes and Coda did not get good out of pit road. They are not hooked up back there.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes
But
Romeo and
T-Stone did. Flying up to the 12, but they still well behind those others. They're going to have to connect with him and catch them. They now get together. They have connected coming into 3 and 4.
Yeah, but the other group's out. The other group is out. They're out of the win. No, that is the race. They're out.
Oh, yeah,
they're
all done back there.
Their race is done.
GD is sitting duck as the lead. You got the 41 and 5. The 41 gets out in front of the 5. Dirtiest Cat sits right here in line with them.
They might be able to get hooked up. I wouldn't call this over for the second pack. They're in. They're going to catch up the hidden troop back here. They might be able to catch the rear end of this tail pack.
I don't. I'm not saying these guys right here are out of it. I'm saying the guys behind them are out of it.
Oh, got you. Well, T-Stone and them are catching. They're in their draft now. If they get hooked up,
I don't think it's enough, because look at the group they got right here. What is this? 5 cars? About to be 2 more. They're catching that 24 and 17. When you look at their front, their lead. 16 well out by himself. 41 leading this. 38 clears the 5.
I will say we have 12 to go. 12 to go.
11 to go. Yes, 11 to
we
go.
Have a lot of laps to
plenty of time for those guys back there to fully catch.
Get hooked up.
And I think they have the time.
Yeah, and they got a huge group. The second pack is large as well. It's gonna be, how long does Didi can hold on to it? Yeah.
Not long. They are now on that 41. I give him till turn 1.
God damn, they're hooked up on the 24.
Maybe not even that. I think you're gonna give him the tribal. He got him fast. Watch this run from the 41. That's 16. Yeah, not even gonna fight it.
Dirtiest Cat benefited massively. I think that second pack catches them. I don't think it's over for them. I'm gonna be straight up with you. As long as they stay hooked up.
They could catch him too.
They continue the battle. Oh yeah, that too.
They could catch him if someone up here wrecks.
Drayludes is leading that second pack, and that's why I have belief in them. They're like a 7-car pack compared to a 4-car pack, or 6-car pack up here. You got T-Stone. They got a lot of good cars, but Go Dogs is your 3rd car in line, so. But back up to the lead, they're also single file as well.
Dre, Mets, and Go Dogs leading Romeo, the one with the most laps led tonight, catching the field, trying to get to Didi.
I think it may be
actually over. Not Didi. Sorry, no, Didi got passed. Sorry.
Didi is the last car
lead
of the line.
Of 41, McNeil.
I think they need to switch the order up, in my opinion. But I know Go Dogs doesn't want that, so. Ghost Tech is getting loose.
Plenty fine right there where they're at. It's just they need to get close. Oh, never mind. 42 is bouncing.
Yep, he's bouncing off the apron a little.
Is that the lead pack just before? Oh, the checkup's going to pull the 12 out, but I think that's got to be the lead pack just entering that turn.
Yes, they're right ahead.
It is. It looks really far from looking at the leader's perspective, but really close looking at the other guy's perspective. That is, yeah. Look at that difference. they're entering the trial as they leave.
It's 4 seconds. It's 4 seconds between the leaders and that second back, and they were gaining until Mets got loose or something, and I feel like they're defending one
Oh
another.
yeah, down to 5. There are 8 laps to go, down to 5 seconds, and losing.
They're
So
not
that
gonna
second group
gain.
is
Yeah,
falling.
it's gone. It's gone. Their chances are done, in my opinion. They just haven't got assembled. You gotta get the right people.
They are hoping for a caution.
Gotta get the right people leading. Go Dogs falls to the rear of the pack, so that moves Romeo second in pack. He moves that. Remember, they reshuffled the order now. So T-Stone, Romeo, and Dreludes with Pure Splash pushing them. Does that assemble, does that unit push them quicker? We'll watch the gap here. But I think it's a battle between Dirtiest Cat, McNeil, Banksy, Comical, and Ghost Tech. A lot of playoff drivers here. I think it's the only non-playoff driver in the top 5 right now, or top 6, is Didi. So, Camo, we might have a playoff driver advancing himself into the round of 8. Who's it gonna be? Laps are dwindling down.
I was about to say, McNeil has had a good race so far. He came in not under the line, but has picked up a good amount of stage points, so he is well above it. He could very well be the first one into round of 8 right now, as he just controls this race. You got Dirtiest Cat, but then Banksy, one of the drivers under the line, but moved up as the two retired. One didn't show up, one retired, but he's still around that line. I feel like the 10 car is going to have to be the most aggressive within this top 6.
Agreed.
Missed a lap count, but I'm sure we can get it in a second.
I'll go back to Go Dog stream. He has it up. It's 89 out of 94, Camo. And no, they continue to lose ground. No, it's yeah.
So is that coming to 5? Yeah, coming to 5 to go.
Yep, coming to 5 to go. 5 to go. Coming to this when this race is fun now.
Right. I'm not looking out back, so if there is a wreck and we slow down, this is the last chance for it.
Exactly.
I can't even see them in the frame, but yeah, 5 to go. This top 6 is racing for the win.
I'm going to go to Comical's point of view right now. 5 to go at Talladega. Dirtiest Cat kind of secures first win of the season and a playoff victory as well.
10 cars under the 38, but he backs out.
Yep, I was going to say, he did
Good
back up.
sportsmanship by the 10.
Banks is going to continue to push that 38 right now. You see Ghost Tech sits in 4th. He's been the aggressor tonight. When? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Do you think he sends it underneath the 10 car? Or do you, what? Okay, so he's been aggressive all night. Do you think someone goes with him if he decides to make a move here?
I want to say no, but I think the 14 has no other choice but to do it because of the low amount of cars. If that second group of cars was here, nobody's going to work with the 5 if he makes a move. But now that it's just these 6, the 5 is going to have to back up. The 14 and 16 are going to have to work with the 5, and they're going to try to get by it. Jerome over in the chat saying Ghost Tech's going to steal it. Very well possible, could happen, as he sits fourth back in line. You see him starting to pull back.
Yep, we're coming to 3 to go now. Laps are dwindling. He goes out of line.
Goes by himself. He gets back in, but the 14 does not follow. That will possibly destroy any chance of them working with that 5 now. They just did a quick shuffle, did not go anywhere.
Now,
3 to go.
The real question I have is, how does Dirtiest Cat make a run here? Does he back it up? What does he do exactly that's going to help him win the race potentially here? You see Banksy doing it. Does Dirtiest Cat decide to do it as well?
Let me find where my cars line up on my scroll wheel here. So the 14 and 38 are close to each other.
I'm staying on Dirtiest Cat.
5 and 16 are next to each other. The 10 is next to 41, but 2 clicks. Okay.
Comical going to the top lane. We're coming to 2 to go. White flag next time by.
He's riding the top to kind of fall back. See how they're pulling back there with the 5?
Yep.
He's literally just staying out of draft, getting air on the nose to help him fall backwards to try to build something. Because he does not want to work with the 5. You can see that. They want to pass the 5, so they want to have a chance of working on these guys ahead of him. So Ghost Tech, while trying to be as aggressive as he can, is basically playing blocker.
Coming to white flag. I mean, Dirtiest Cat hasn't make a move either. He doesn't really have room to. I mean, do you really...
Ten's backing out.
Tin's been doing that all. Here he comes.
He's going to send it. The 5 is not going to have it. Gets clotheslined into the 41. He goes down 3 wide, coming to the white flag. If that was the end, the 10 car had it.
3 wide to the lead here. 30's helping the 10 car on the top lane.
They made me think we're in the final lap right there. The 10 would have had it, but he's going to fall to the rear. He has one more chance to get this done.
Here comes Comical to the top lane. He has DD's help. McNeil stuck in the bottom. He taps.
He blocks the 16 nose. Side drops the 14, but he gets clear. 14 is clear.
He's clear.
Here comes the run down the bottom. He did not get down.
Ghost Tech
push from the 5. Contact side by side right here. The 14 and 41. 16 and 5 collect. 14 still out ahead. They're still side by side right here with being pushed.
Gotta side drop them.
And it's gonna be close. The 14 still got it. Nothing can do for the 41. The 14 takes the race.
Congrats to Comical. He steals it with the help of Didi. We saw that earlier. They were working together earlier in the race, and that, remember when you said when you let somebody in, he's gonna help you in the later race? Remember when Comical let Didi back in line? Yep. Like you said earlier, if you let Didi back in line, he's gonna help you, and that's exactly what happened. Didi pushes Comical to the round of 8, and we're gonna get interviews very soon for the top 3.
I love when I call stuff like that. It's so accurate. It's right there in your face, and you love to see it when it happens.
Yep, and that's heartbreak for McNeil.
What a move by Comical. Keep in mind, this is his first win of the season, and it's one to send him into the round of 8. He has been dragging going into the playoffs, trying to get close to it, and he takes it there. McNeil coming off with a very strong points day as well.
Yeah, that was a very strong points day for him. We're going to get also Comical in here. Who finished? We'll get DD in here as well.
Yeah, I think it was
it
DD.
DD?
Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say we could get. Yep, we'll get DD in here.
Lap went to, I just saw it.
It was
Comical.
Comical. So Comical won fastest lap, and he got the win. So congrats to him. Oh man, my pick finished second. I'm sad. Damn it, McNeil. I picked you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I mean, my average finish at super speedways is like second, so.
Right?
Damn it, man.
I could have got more aggressive, but it was Kami.
I know, it was clean. I just wanted you to win. I had you. No, I knew you were running top 5 all night, and then you were leading a lot at the end there, and then.
Yeah.
Well, either way, great points day. All right, Cam. How do you want to do this?
You want to take 3 and 2?
Sure, I'll take 3 and 2. So make sure to include your audio, Didi and McNeil. I'm gonna do third first. All right, Didi. Hello, how you doing?
What's up, man?
All right, so Camo, you said this earlier. Was this a factor in with you helping Comical when he let you back in line? I think that was stage 2. Camo said it earlier that you would help someone who lets you back in line. Was that a situation why you helped Comical so much at the end there?
I was willing to help anybody, to be honest. I really wanted to help out most of the race. And I was just laid back most of the race as well. I wasn't trying to push anything or didn't necessarily want to push anything either. I will say, I really did want to see Comical get a win. So I'm glad I
Hey,
was able to push him to that win, and yeah,
you got it for him. Congrats on the top
yeah,
three as well. Still
appreciate
a
it.
great run for yourself. I know you don't run full time, but I don't know. Will you be here next week as well?
Ooh, no, I will not. I'm heading to Daytona for the race.
Ooh, have fun.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Watching more super speedways.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. All right, we're gonna move on to second. The surprise, not really surprise, I would say. Just he had a really good night for himself. Hello, how you doing, McNeil? Make sure you include your audio.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so your goal tonight, I think, was to gain the max points as you can, and with, I think it was Trout and I think it was Llamas lagging out. I think you gained the most points out of the playoff drivers, so you should be surely inside the top five in points. What did you think of tonight, and was there really anything at the end there? I think you tried to attempt a block, but you guys were trying to side
Yeah.
draft. What was there really? What did you think of the racing tonight? That's what I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, so I would say it was a great points day. I got the stage one win and had a pretty rough stage two, but I don't think there's much I could have done on that last lap. I could have adored Kami a little bit more on that last turn, but I'm just happy a Ford won. So and on the back stretch, I got a little aggressive there, and I thought he was going to drop down, but he just didn't have the lane. So and then I think Didi got into Ghost behind me, and I was pretty much just along for the ride. Kami had the run on the outside.
Hey, either way, it's a great points day. You're heading into next week. Can we get what's next week? I want to schedule because I don't think I have the right schedule at the moment. Is it Watkins
I
Glen?
think it's Watkins Glen. Yeah.
All right. What are your thoughts going into Watkins Glen as it's the second playoff race, and I think you got good points tonight.
Yeah, I would say just want to go out there with a top five. So Watkins Glen isn't one of my strongest tracks, but have a good points day there, collect stage points, get a top five, and feel pretty good about Texas being the cutoff race. I think I ran like top two or three there earlier in the season, so should be pretty easy to advance on.
Definitely great points night and a great night overall. Congrats on second place. I know you wanted the win, but still a great finish. Top three as well.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, I'm gonna send it over to Camo for the winner and league owner interview.
All right. This is the first one. We got Comical up here with a last tri-oval pass here. Actually, technically last lap pass, but completed it down in the tri-oval with the help of Didi. You almost had the side draft from the 41 to pull you back down. It was a very close one out of four. Tell us how you were able to hold on to keep your nose out ahead of that 41 and the several about to contact coming off from that final lap.
Uh, First, I just want to thank Didi for pushing me there at the end of it. He got me set up on that last run. Ghost went three wide in turn one, and I pushed McNeil out to the lead. Then I went high. Didi pushed me, and I really don't know how we hung on to it. We gave each other enough room. That's why I like racing with McNeil and all these guys here. They're clean and respectable dudes, and just fantastic finish. It was awesome.
Well, either way, it has been a struggle for you throughout the season to get some wins. I believe we've talked to you a good few times up here in the top three booth, but never on the last one. Same as Dre. So you're able to get that done into the round of eight, so you don't have to worry about the next two races. Is this a big relief considering the next tracks that we had? Did you have any confidence that you were able to point your way in if you did not get this win tonight?
Watkins Glen was going to be tough. I am not very good at road courses. Everybody kind of knows that. So I came in with mentality. I wanted to win tonight. Texas, I'll be fine at. I like racing Texas. I'm usually fast. But yeah, Watkins Glen, I was definitely nervous about. So I was glad to. I had a good stage one and two, and the seas parted in the last lap, and it all worked out. So now I got relief, and it's nice knowing that I'm on to the round of eight.
All right, and with that, getting ready for it, because after the round of 8, you have to get ready for the round of 4, so still not over. Are you looking at any of those tracks after we leave the round of 12 that could possibly get you another win, or point manage the guys around you going into to try to get that Final Four berth?
Charlotte is probably my best non-super speedway track. So the first race I feel pretty good about. Dover, I believe I got sixth or seventh in earlier this year. So uh, those two are pretty good. Martinsville's always tough, especially on the game and in real life. It can get kind of hectic at a short track, and so Charlotte's definitely the one I'd have circled in the round of 8 if I can get a win. I was fast earlier this year. Like I said, I got top 5, top 6. So if I can get that one, it'll be on to Auto Club hopefully and compete. I missed the Final Four by 6 points last year, so hopefully I can get a redemption this year.
All right. So I guess with that, that was our winner comical in the 14. Unless we have anything else we are willing to add, we should be good to go for tonight.
I also want to give Marty in the Xbox One racing community
Mm-hmm.
page a huge shout out. Marty sponsors our league, our Cup and Xfinity League. So, as always, we appreciate you, Marty. Appreciate you too, Camo, for doing commentary every week for us. It's been a fun ride so far, and got a few more races to go.
From here.
And
All right.
Brendan's in here as well. So thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, whenever he shows up.
Whenever I decide to poke my nose. Yeah,
All right.
Marty's great.
Well, that was our first race, round of 12 at Talladega. We get ready to go to a road course, Watkins Glen, one of my favorites to race and watch. We'll look forward to seeing if we can get another first-time winner there. See if we get a playoff winner, or see if Didi can. Actually, never mind. Didi's not racing, but see if we get
He's running Daytona, man.
one
He's
of
going
our
to Daytona.
part-time guys coming in to try to get a win.
Where did
I guess yeah. With that, we will see y'all next week. This was White Line presented by the Xbox One Esports Racing Community, and we'll see y'all for Thursday, Watkins Glen.
Yay! Woo!
Good
NBC!
win, Kami.
Woo! Let's go.